Alright guys, welcome back to FX Action Trader YouTube channel. So it has been a week and we are here again for another week video of the market analysis. So let us start with this euro dollar pair. So by looking on the daily chart last week, remember that I have been mentioning that this pair is still in a very strong bullish condition, or this pair is still in a very strong uptrend where we keep on seeing market making higher highs and higher low. So what are we going to trade on this week? Alright, so let us pay into the attention on the daily chart on what market has been trying to show us and what has the market been doing to let us know or to signal us of the next movement. So on daily chart, we can see that market has beautifully formed a trend line here, and this trend line has been respected or tested by this doji candle. So another thing is that market has created a key level here, a resistance level here, and this level was broken and market has now retested and rejected from this support level, which was previously the resistance level. So in this case, we are going to focus on the buy signal, and we should ignore this bearish engulfing candle as this is a counter trend trade. Furthermore, if we are looking on this resistance area or support area, and if we pull all the way to the left, we can see that this was also previously a very strong key level, where this level has been in a resistance level, a support level, and then a resistance level. And now market is now going to turn around in this level, or market is going to turn around this zone. So on this week, if we go to H4 time frame, we can see a better picture. Alright, so let us adjust our trend line, and boom, what we got is a very beautiful uptrend, and this uptrend is going to continue as shown by this candlestick pattern, which is a tweezer pattern on the H4 chart or a doji pattern on a daily chart. So as long as market did not fall above this level, which is 1.21302, I'm going to go for a long trade. Alright, if market did not fall below this level, I'm going to go for a long trade. So in my opinion, for this pair, I'm going for a long trade. Let us go to the next pair, the pound dollar. So the pound dollar, or the GBP, the GBP has been in a very strong bullish momentum on last week. So on daily chart, what we can see is that market has created one higher low and the other higher low, and the nearest higher high was actually broken by a bullish engulfing candlestick. So on this week, we are more bullish than bearish. And on H4 chart, what we can see is that market is now very near or retesting the H4 resistance at 1.42230. So upon the break of the resistance level, we are going to enter for a trend continuation buy trade, or my next trading plan is, if market retests the support area on H4 chart at 1.40924, I'm going to go for a buy trade from this level as well. So in conclusion, I'm in a buy trade, or I'm in a buy call for the pound dollar. Let us have a look on the gold. So on gold, daily chart, there's no denying that daily chart is still in a very obvious and a very strong uptrend. On H4, what we can see is that market has been in a sideways condition, break out of the entire sideways. Alright, break out of the sideways resistance, pull back and retest again this support level. So guys, this is a very typical breakout and retest trade setup, and we can see there is a very nice double bottom being formed on this key level. So on this week, we are going to wait for a pullback to the neckline, and we are going to go for another long trade as long as this support level at 1885 or 1886 is not broken. So on the gold, we are on a buy call, or we are on a bullish trade. So let us move to the yen pair. On yen pair, on this euro yen, our first pair, on daily chart, last week I did expect that market to do some pullback before the next movement to the upside, but unfortunately market did not do a pullback, and market just went up after the high, or market just went up after this high of 133.55 was being broken. So in this week, we can clearly see that the trend line or the key level has been formed at here. So this is our nearest key level if we are trading based on trend line. If we are trading based on the SNR, we got another key level at here. So on this week, I'm going to wait for a buy trade at these two levels. Alright, we are not trying to go against the market. We are not trying to go counter trend, and we are trying our best to trade along with the market trend. So on the pound yen, so on this week, so last week we see that market has formed a support level here, all right, and this level was not broken, and we can see that market break out of previous high, and a new high was being formed. So if we pull our Fibonacci retracement, the ideal key level or the ideal place for us to look for a buy setup is tentatively at this 50% area or this 61.8% area. So our trading plan, number one, we are going to wait for a continuation signal or the continuation setup to form at here, which means that I'm expecting the market to do a pullback until this level, and from here, if I see any signals like a double bottom or head and shoulder or a break of the trend line, I'm going to enter for a long trade. So this is my trading plan number one. So what is my trading plan number two? So let us have a look here. So on here, we put a remark here. We are going to go for a buy trade after market retest this level. So for my trading plan number two, I'm going to wait for market to break out of this previous high again. So if this high was broken, meaning to say that market is still in a very strong bullish momentum, and we are expecting market to create more new highs level, and this will become our new higher low level, and we can go for a long trade or a buy trade upon the pullback. So this is my trading plan number two. All right, let us go to the Aussie yen. So on Aussie yen on daily chart, we can see on daily chart, we can merely see that there is a break and retest setup here, a breakout of previous resistance level, and this resistance level become a support level, and now market has starting to show some bullish continuation symptoms or bullish continuation signals from this level. So on this week, we are going to trade with a buy call. So we can see that the trend line has been broken, or we can say that market is supported by this trend line. So on this week, we are going to go for a buy setup as long as the support area or the previous low at 89.894 is not broken. So let us have a look on the dollar Canadian pair, USDCAD. So on daily chart, we can see that market has created a new low, and this lower high level or this previous lower high level was actually respected and was being retested for more than one time. So on H4, we can see a better picture. So let us narrow down. We can draw like this. So this is the first key level, and this is the second key level. So in other words, we are still in a sell trend. We are not trying to counter the market. All right, and if we draw a trend line here, I would prefer that market to break down of this entire trend line and do a pullback, do a nice pullback before I go for another sell trade, as the daily trend line or the daily market trend is still on a sell basis. Alright, so that's all for my analysis for this week video, and we are going to meet again on next week. Have a nice day.